Hello again. Right, so this is me on the return leg of my shopping expedition. And right, so this is just something to do with continuing with what I said about Simon Cowell yesterday, where he's quit Botox. Although in 2016 he initiated a conversation as to how do you do it, with regards to my skin. But we won't go into that. As I said, it's something I can come back to some other time. Right, so I got to the till. I've not mentioned it, but Monday, Tuesday, today's Wednesday, I've been doing roughly maybe 6 minutes of exercise just on the stairs, just doing steps in ankle weights and with dumbbells. So I can see the results already. So anyway, I was at the till, and the lady serving me, I was actually listening to something, so I didn't quite hear what she said, but she indicated, so I took the headphones out, and she was admiring my physique. Oh my gosh, huge massive bumblebee. I don't know how that thing manages to fly. Anyway, so she was, and then she asked me what to do to get rid of her belly. People ask me questions like that frequently, but as I said in yesterday's video, had Mr. Simon Cowell been serious, I could have given him some advice on how to get better skin based on what I personally do for myself and based on my results, or in other words, based on my own quackery and what I find works. As I said yesterday, I'm currently using lemon juice. I'm also drinking the juice of 1 lemon a day, only for 1 month. So I do things in 1 month increments, and I move on to something else, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you begin to the thing you're doing sort of stops working eventually. So I will sort of do things a month at a time, or for 1 month, and then I do something else and then come back to it eventually. So anyway, for toning my legs, I've just been literally walking up 3 steps and walking backwards and up again, and repeat. And I do that for 3 minutes. I stop and then I repeat for 3 minutes, and that's it. So obviously, for this lady to make a comment, then she can see that I'm doing something that works. And in the book I talk about developing the mind and the body. Sorry, not the body. Developing the mind and the spirit in the same. If we could see the mind and the spirit rather, perhaps we, some of us would have the equivalent of like a champion bodybuilder if you could sort of see the mind and the spirit in physical terms. And those of us with puny minds and puny spirits, or obese minds, obese spirits, would want to do something about it because it's on display. So, whereas people might ask me based on how I look, and the thing is, when you talk about how you look, I said this to someone the other day. We were sort of having a conversation, and it was, the topic of modesty came up, the subject of modesty came up. And I said, why is it that you're not allowed to speak the truth about yourself in a complimentary way? You have to, but it's all right for others to tell you. And the problem is, sometimes people will tell us, you look fantastic, you're brilliant, you're whatever, and it's not true. that is based on their opinion. So for example, this woman in Tesco thinks I look great. I don't think I look great. I have work to do. And if I say this, people will turn around to me and say, oh, but you know, you've got an obsession with exercise. There's nothing wrong with you. But, you know, it's to do with standards. It is to do with having your own standards, your own goals, your own targets. It's not about what others are doing. And so from a spiritual perspective and from a mental perspective, there are many people who've graduated university with multiple degrees and so on. And by virtue of having that level of education, they think they are cleverer than other people who, like myself, didn't go very far as education goes. Right? And I mean, some people are too intelligent for God, or too rich for God, or too good for God, basically. So even though I will turn around and say that God inspires me with exercises, and you know, because I'm not going to the gym and sauna at the moment, of course I've been kind of trying to find out, well, what's going on. And you ask God a question, you get an answer. And he reminded me, going back to 1999, so that's 24 years ago, when I used to teach the exercise class and run the sports night. We used to play volleyball on a Wednesday, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember what night. And I was getting myself ready to go, and a dark feeling came over me. And I'm one of these people, if I don't feel right, I'm not going to plow ahead. I'm going to investigate, and I'm not going to move until I get the all clear. And I was, if you like, forbidden to go and continue doing the volleyball, the sports club, sports night thing. And so I didn't go back. I let it go. People would say, but there's nothing wrong with it. Why would God tell you that? Well, that's the example he used. He reminded me of that. All right, for me, I can only speak for myself. I keep saying that. You can sometimes end up in situations with people, and even though I go to the gym, well, not the gym, at the time I was using the swimming pool and the sauna, and I didn't integrate in any of their classes. I just went and I did my own thing. I had my own program and I worked with that. But what happened is people were latching on to me, and energy begets energy. So if you've got somebody, all right, say for example, I think I said this, actually I hadn't been banned on Facebook at that point, so I think it was in a Facebook post. I said that there were some women at the gym who wanted to exercise with me, and I didn't want that. I'm happy to show people and tell them what to do, and they get on with it, but I don't actually like when people want to join me, because it slows me down. And this, when I said the other day in another video, I think it's one about Easter, where I stopped going to church and that I wouldn't go to church, it's because you're going to end up in a situation, again speaking for myself, with people who are not on the same level as you. I'm not saying that I'm on a higher level than them or that they're on a higher level than me. I'm saying not on the same level. Right, so that's going to have some impact spiritually. So This woman who served me in Tesco, I've heard that line so many times over the years. Look at you. What can I do to look like you? Right? But sometimes, well, the majority of the times, I'm going to say 99% of the time, the person asking the question or making the observation doesn't follow up. I told her what I do. If you got stairs at home, you can do it. It's simple. Most of the exercises that I do, you can do them at home. You just need 3 steps. The one I'm doing at the moment, you walk up them with ankle weights strapped to your ankles and holding the dumbbells. I think mine weigh 5 kilograms each. And you walk up and down. 3 minutes, take a rest, and then do 3 minutes more, and that's it. That's all you need to do. And if people are serious and they want results, when I ask God a question, it is because I want the answer. I want information, right? So I'm not gonna go to the sauna until I get the green light, because sometimes you are being protected. You're not supposed to be somewhere, you're not supposed to go somewhere, and you need to heed whatever the inspiration is. So at the minute, that's what I'm doing. So for 30 days, I will be doing 2 sets, 2 3-minute sets, up 3 sets of stairs, up 3 stairs rather. What am I talking about? 3 steps. And that will be the sum total of the exercise, because I'm just targeting certain areas of my body, which is what I was doing when I was going to the pool, because there are no other energies apart from mine when I'm doing that. There's nobody, you know what I mean? You don't know who. It's like in the workplace, anywhere you go where there are people, you don't know what kind of energies are there. And if it be the case that, in my case, I'm all about protecting my spirit, healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit, but in order to receive information from God, to get inspiration, which is how I get my information mostly, you have to be okay spiritually. If you're not okay, then your ability to receive information is going to be a bit off. So that's that anyway. So for me, when people say to me, "Oh, you look fantastic," it goes in one and it goes out the other, because some people dine out on that sort of thing. I don't, because as I've said, I've got my own targets. People used to laugh at me. I've said this so many times. They used to laugh at me when I said I'm never getting old. And again, I had my reasons. But at this point now, at 56, people think it's vanity. And as I know from my early 20s, this was the path that I was on. I enjoy being healthy. I enjoy being fit. There were a couple of people in Tesco. I'm sure they're not that much older than me. You can see they're older, but I don't think that much. And they're barely able to walk. I want to be able to run and jump and do all the things I enjoy doing. Some people might say that's immature, but what's better, to be strong and healthy, or to sort of like need somebody to push you around? You talk to my sister, she will tell you she'll give anything to be able to walk and talk, right? So I don't know how she feels seeing me sort of, just being able to not just walk about and just, function, use my legs, but to then say, right, I'm just going to go outside and use the steps to do my exercise, but to do in addition, you know what I mean? She'd just be happy to be able to walk. Whereas I want more. I want to sort of just keep being able to do everything that I enjoy doing. And so this is why I've got to be in a good place with God. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do what you're capable of doing, if you don't put your effort in, then he has no reason at all to do for you what you are not willing to do for yourself. So that's it. So anyway, I'll wind up and take care and look after yourselves. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.